Hello everyone, my name is Meghana and I am here to present my presentation on audit assurance and its process. We are 5 group members including me, Sonia, Karina, Sandeep and Pankaj Mehra. Now I would like to talk about audit and assurance services. Audit and assurance services in Australia are not new and many companies using audit and assurance company on different organizations to record their day-to-day transaction as well as to reporting their regulatory reporting, their climate change reporting and then internal controls. Audit assurance is the process which are carried out in order to check out the correctness of information. This information can be useful for internal as well as external users of the company to take a major financial decisions. Audit is a more frequent and regular process while assurance is carried out in order to look into the depth of the information to ensure whether this given information is correct or not. Audit assurance can increase a company's credibility. Different organization uses a different assurance service in different areas based on specific process and their work. And now I would like to call Sonia to take our presentation on next level. Thank you everyone for listening me.
Thanks, Megha. Now I'm going to present the conditions creating demand for the assurance services. Assurance are required for the credibility of an organization. The four conditions creating demand for the assurance. The first one is the poor management performance. Companies are large size of organizations where funds are invested by the large number of shareholders. They appoint large number of groups who are looking for a fair of companies. In that case the groups are not performing well as per the expectation of shareholders. So that's why the shareholders needs to call the assurance services. The second one is the intake over or purchases agreements. Before purchasing any organization, the buyer wants to look into the detailed information of working and financial reporting. This requires needs of the assurance services as well. The third demand is regulatory requirement, which is every organization has to follow the rules and regulations. They are not only related to the financial, but also for the other reporting requirements, which is taxation and climate change. With the change in the business, there is need to certification of the assurance services. The last but not least, there is in order to increase investor confidence. In this one, assurance services build confidence in investors and stakeholders about the working and financial position of the company. Now I would like to call my next team members. Karina, she will explain the next part of the presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Karina. Today I would like to represent about the hypothesis for a demand of the auditing. First of all, I would like to talk about the agency theory. What is agency theory? As we all know that in a big companies there are a large group of people who are working together to achieve a common goal for the company. But in agency theory, it indicates that the lack of trust in their agents, even partially, they have to be controlled in order to gain this trust or guide or to correct these actions. After that, I want to represent about the information hypothesis. In information hypothesis is the requirement for the shareholder, even for the stakeholders, to get a correct and a reliable information so they can invest accordingly to that. In a financial information can be called as only a source of information through which the investors are looking and analyzing the financial performances. It is not only feasible or no practice for any of the shareholder to look into each auditing activity for the business. Investors are looking into the availability and the correct information in order to just invest their decisions, and they can generate the need of auditing. After that, I would like to talk about the insurance hypothesis. In insurance hypothesis, investors are looking for the auditor so they can sue the auditor in case they get lost by making a decision based on on such audited financial statements. Thank you.
Thanks, Karina. And now I would like to discuss about the stakeholder analysis and the benefits of insurance service to them. And there are some steps in this case. If I talk about the shareholder, who is shareholder, we all know that the shareholder are the real owner in the company, who invest the money for running the business in a company. And these organizations are managed by the appointed management who are responsible for running the business. And another step is the insurance benefit. Insurance regarding the business operations and effectiveness of management helps them to identify the area which are dragging down in the business. And another one is any loss making or low profitable division can be shut down, which means if the business is not running well, they can shut down and close, and the profit is not, they are not getting good profit, they can close and shut down the business easily. And who is the director? Director who make the decision, like who is directing the company, which means the real owner, who is giving their ideas for to the company. They are the director. And these are the topics comes in the business, which are taking a major decision related to a strategy and policy in the business. And another one is, the last one is the insurance benefit. And in this case, the director are directly interested in improving the profitability in the business as their growth depend on the same manner. And the last one is insurance service look into the different dimensions and functions of business and helps director to identify the areas of mismanagement. Thanks. And now I'm calling to the last team member who is going to discuss about the further case of this presentation. Thank you.
Firstly, I would like to thank my dear teacher for giving me an opportunity to complete the presentation. Thanks, Sandeep. I will further tell about the last stakeholder as creditors and suppliers. It's very important, like if I invest in any company, I give my money, I need to be relied that my money is going in the right hands or not. So there comes the role of auditors. Auditing principles and standards are very important for giving us a satisfaction that all the business scenario is going up to date. So assurance benefits are to the directors. As their profit grows, the company grows, the goodwill grows, and everything is possible if we comply with accounting as well as auditing standards. Assurance services looks into different dimensions. It's a role model. It's showing a pathway how to take actions, carry further. So in the last, I would like to tell that there are a lot of benefits if accounting standards with compliance to auditing standards are followed. But here I would like to mention that auditor is just a watchdog. He is not a bloodhound. He can't be found guilty if he does not is able to recognize the frauds and errors, provided he is complying with auditing principles and standards. Implementing accounting aims will make auditor excel in his functions and will provide an overall edge to the organization in the market, and there can be growth. And there are, summing up with the last two, the most important benefits of auditing. The first one is to provide a true and fair view of financial statements, be it profit and loss, be it balance sheets and cash flow statements. And the other important principle and function of auditing standard is to reduce the impact of errors and frauds and this is only possible if we comply the auditing principles, standards, and provide assurance to all the stakeholders. So thank you, and thank you very much for giving us an opportunity so that we were more familiar with auditing principles and we are able to provide such a presentation. Thank you and have a nice day.